So in today's chapter, we will be doing vitamin-like substances. Those who have the textbook, it's on page number 416, 416, chapter 22. If anyone is joining late, please help them out with the page numbers. So vitamin-like substances, what are they? Why do we call them vitamin-like substances? They're compounds that are not classified as essential vitamins, okay? But they play a very important role in your body. Often it's associated with metabolism, antioxidant-like activity for your cellular health, okay? And they are sometimes called as vitamin cofactors as well, or vitamin-like nutrients, vitamin-like substances. These are the other names used for vitamin-like substances, okay? The first one, choline, that is also a vitamin-like substance. So it is water soluble, and sometimes it acts like vitamin B, okay, vitamin B complex. It is also grouped under vitamin B complex, okay, but it is not officially classified as a vitamin. So the main function of choline, it is a structural component of all your cell membrane, okay. It gives structure to your cells. It also helps with the transportation and metabolism of fat and cholesterol, lipid metabolism, okay. And it prevents, if you have enough amount of choline in your diet or in your body, it can prevent fatty liver, okay. It also helps to make some important neurotransmitters that is required for memory, mood, muscle control, okay. It also helps to maintain normal level of homocysteine in the blood as well. So it will make sure that the RBCs don't break down often, okay. So the good sources of choline, it's egg yolk, liver, meat, fish, plant sources, soybeans, peanuts, cruciferous vegetables. Okay, they don't have much, but some amount of choline is there. Okay, and in your own liver also small amounts of choline are synthesized, but it is not enough to meet the human needs. Okay, seafood like scallop, shellfish, they also have enough amount of choline. For men, 550 microgram. Women, it is 425 microgram. Okay. During pregnancy, it's 450 microgram of choline. And for lactation, it is 550, equal to men's requirement. Your body can make choline, but it is not enough. Okay. So that's why it should be consumed via diet. Deficiency is again very rare. It can cause, it may occur in people who have some genetic issues in pregnant women, okay, because there is high demand, and if demand is not met, deficiency would happen, okay. And if choline deficiency is there, people may get fatty liver, muscle damage, poor memory, neurological issues. Next is carnitine, very famous vitamin like substance, which is used, it is known for its fat loss capacity. Okay. So sufficient carnitine is critical in fat metabolism because it is essential to transport long chain fatty acids from the cell cytoplasm into the mitochondria, okay, where oxidation will take place, beta oxidation occurs. Okay, so carnitine is a vitamin-like substance. It is synthesized within your body from the proteins, amino acids like lysine and methionine, and with the help of vitamin C, vitamin B6, niacin, and iron. With the help of all these vitamins and protein, carnitine is synthesized within your body. Okay. Main function is to assist in the breakdown of fat and also the movement of fat. Okay. It carries long chain fatty acids into your mitochondria. Once the fatty acids are inside the mitochondria can break it down for energy. Okay. So L-carnitine assists in the breakdown of energy stores in the cell, plays an essential role in making fat available for muscle tissue, promoting muscle energy. Carnitine utilizes the long chain fatty acids that are present in your body for energy and also supports a healthy environment for lean muscle growth and development. So it gives you very strong, lean physique, defined physique. Okay, so that's the function of L-carnitine. So that's why it is marketed as a weight loss supplement. There is no known shortcut method for weight loss, but it is associated with weight loss. But research has not shown any evidence that people who take L-carnitine supplements lose weight faster than people who don't. Right? We don't have any evidence as such. Okay. It also helps in exercise performance, detoxification. These are the functions of carnitine. It's rich in animal-based food. Okay. Plant sources don't have enough, so vegetarians may have very low level of L-carnitine. But in animal sources, red meat, poultry, fish, dairy, chicken, pork, okay, they all have really good amount of carnitine. Beef has the highest. And this is also synthesized in your liver and kidney with the if there is lysine and methionine, this amino acid, if it is present, your body can synthesize it. Okay. And we don't have an official RDA requirement for carnitine yet. Deficiency is also very rare. Okay. But usually it will lead to fatty liver, exercise intolerance. Little bit exercise you will do, you will get tired quickly, like that. Okay. Muscle weakness, fatigue. So these are associated with L-carnitine deficiency. Then you have coenzyme Q10. So it has other name as well, ubiquinone and all. Okay. So coenzyme Q10, that is also a vitamin-like substance. It's fat soluble. Okay. And every human cells will have it, especially with inside your mitochondria. We all have it, coenzyme Q10. Okay. And why? What does it do? Because coenzyme Q10 is used during your aerobic cellular respiration. Okay, during that time you need coenzyme Q10. Okay, most of its work is done inside the mitochondria where energy is produced. Okay, and it also functions as an antioxidant, but it is a fat soluble antioxidant. Okay, so it also protects the areas which has fats, that is your blood vessels, linings of the blood vessels. Okay, so the presence of this coenzyme Q10, you can ensure that your blood vessels are healthy. Okay, because free radicals can attack anything in their way. Okay, it does not differentiate between blood vessels and normal cells. Okay, but since coenzyme Q10 is fat soluble, there is a fat lining that is on the inside of the blood vessel. There is a fat lining. Okay, so the presence of coenzyme Q10 there will prevent free radicals from attacking the blood vessels. So it stays healthy. Okay. So it's a very essential nutrient for cardiovascular health. Okay. It ensures that um, your cells are producing ATP and for energy. It's a fat soluble antioxidant. It protects your cell against any free radicals. Heart health, it supports cardiac muscle. Okay, those who have undergone bypass surgery, they have been put under coenzyme Q10. Okay. Best sources of coenzyme Q10, pasteurized meat, organ meats, okay, especially like heart, liver, kidney, wild fish like sardines, mackerel, salmon, egg yolks. In vegetarian sources also, there are some which has coenzyme Q10, avocados, nuts, soy, spinach, broccoli, whole grains, olives, okay, cauliflower, nuts like pista, walnut, sesame seeds, hazelnut, okay. Deficiency usually leads to muscle weakness, neurological problems, cardiac issues, okay. Next is lipoic acid. Lipoic acid is also a vitamin-like substance. It has sulfur. It's a sulfur-containing compound. Okay. And this also functions as a coenzyme in energy metabolism. Okay. Whenever energy has to be produced, lipoic acid is used. And it is sometimes called as a universal antioxidant because it works both as a water soluble and fat soluble antioxidant. Okay. So it's a universal antioxidant. And it has anti-inflammatory response also. So main functions, it aids in weight loss because it is involved in the energy production. Okay. It also improves your insulin sensitivity. For diabetic people also this is good. It limits your brain cell degeneration because of its antioxidant effect, since it is both water soluble and fat soluble. Maintains your heart health. And neurological and neuroenergy metabolism stress response that can be benefited. Okay, that is kind of a convulsion kind of a situation that in those people who have this will be benefited with lipoic acid supplements. Main sources within your human body, lipoic acid is synthesized inside your liver and other tissues, but it is not considered as a true vitamin. Okay, otherwise, from dietary sources, you can get it through spinach, broccoli, tomato, Brussels sprouts, and all the organ meats like liver, heart, kidney, okay, peas, any form of sprouts. And if there is any deficiency of lipoic acid, it could lead to muscle weakness, neurological problems, impaired glucose metabolism, which can push you into diabetes. So that's why lipoic acid is also used in therapeutic supplement uses for diabetic people, people who have Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, stroke, okay, liver diseases, people who have heavy metal poisoning, anti-aging and skin health because it is fat soluble and water soluble antioxidant. So it helps in anti-aging. Next is inositol. So inositol is a vitamin-like substance. It's also grouped under vitamin B complex Sometimes it's called as vitamin B8, okay, but it is not an official vitamin, okay. And this is an sugar alcohol. Inositol is a sugar alcohol, and it plays a major role in cell signaling and lipid metabolism. That is the major role of inositol. And it's found in familiar foods like cantaloupe, that is muskmelon, oranges, brown rice, organ meat, green leafy vegetables, but in very small quantities, okay? It has a lot of functions for cell membrane, okay, to support the cell health. It also functions as a neurotransmitter, secondary messenger system, nerve function to support normal nerve conduction and neurotransmitter signaling, fat metabolism, insulin signaling, especially with people who have PCOS, any metabolic syndrome. For them, for insulin signaling, it helps. Insulin signaling means as soon as the food enters the body, insulin will be released. The release of insulin, and also insulin has to be taken up by the cells. Okay. Only then the cells will allow glucose to enter. So that is also insulin signaling. Mental health as well. People who have OCD, anxiety, depression have known to be benefited with inositol supplements. All citrus fruits will have inositol except lemon and muskmelon. Okay, muskmelon is a good source of inositol. Vegetables like cabbage, peas, all green leafy vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds. Deficiency of inositol, again, it is very rare, but it could cause fatty liver, hair loss, skin changes, nervous system problems. And in clinical use, inositol is prescribed for people who have PCOS, infertility, insulin resistance, mental health issues like depression, panic disorder, anxiety, OCD. It can also help people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, help them with insulin sensitivity, prevents fatty liver. That's about this small chapter of vitamin-like substances. If you have any query, you can mention in the chat box.